Hey guys, John here, and thanks for joining me for my quick review of Lights Out. Now, if you remember, Lights Out was a short film that came out just a couple of years ago. Look it up on YouTube, it's absolutely terrifying, and it's really, really short. It's only like 2.5 minutes long or something like that. And remember, the short film was great, but I went into the movie thinking, can that premise that was so good as a short film, can that really drag out over 90 minutes? Hell yes! Yes, the answer is yes. Yes, it absolutely can be drawn out that long. Okay, so the film stars, the three key characters in the film are, you've got this little boy who's played by Gabriel Bateman, you have the mother played by Maria Bello, and you have the older daughter who's kind of the lead character of the film played by Teresa Palmer. You remember her from Warm Bodies and Take Me Home Tonight and films like that. She's never quite had she hasn't made that A-list yet, and I believe she's talented enough. Yes, she's been in a couple of bad movies, but she's always good in them. I expect to see more from Teresa Palmer, and I think this movie will do really well for her because, look, if you saw the short film, if you saw the trailers, you know the premise. When the lights are off, there's a creature there, and you can see its silhouette. When lights go on, it's gone. And that's the whole movie, basically. So basically, this little boy, they're brother and sister, the little boy and Teresa Palmer, and their mother is Maria Bello. And I guess the mother and daughter had a falling out a few years ago because Teresa Palmer doesn't live with them anymore. But the little boy starts seeing weird things happening in his room and hearing sounds and seeing shadows. And later, no spoiler because this is in the trailer, he realizes his mother, Maria Bello, kind of has a relationship with whatever this thing is, and it's freaking terrifying. Now look, about 65% of the movie is this. Creeping around corner. I mean, that's it, right? That sounds like the movie sucks, but it doesn't. Somehow, some way, the filmmakers in the studio found a way to make this, the creature, that all you mostly see of this creature is the silhouettes and all that kind of stuff, and this one simple premise, it can't be there when the lights are on, but as soon as the lights are off, it's there and it can attack you and it can hurt you and all that kind of stuff. How do you stretch a whole movie out at that length? I don't know how they did it, but they did it. And one of the interesting things is that this movie, Lights Out, kind of has a feel of an old 80s style slasher horror. But unlike those old 80s style slasher horrors, where all the people in them constantly make stupid decisions, it's really neat because you realize in this movie, the characters generally usually make smart decisions. And I know that sounds odd to say, but watch it and you'll realize that it's such a different kind of thing to see in a horror film. And then they make right decisions, and what happens when they make right decisions? It's pretty damn cool. Look. There's really not a lot to talk about because it is a very simple premise. Lights on, safe, lights off, you're dead. So it's a really simple premise, and it's based on a short little film. All I can tell you is that the audience I sat in with was like giggling and jumping and screeching and being terrified all at the same time, and everybody had a really good time. Now, this is I'm sure people are going to compare this to Conjuring 2. This is a very different film from Conjuring 2. Conjuring 2 was almost like a dramatic horror, you know, with a lot of supernatural and all that kind of stuff too. This is more campy horror. So, I mean, I don't want to say which one is better than which because they're two very, very different films. It's like comparing apples to spaceships. But I will tell you, I really enjoyed this movie. On my scale of no, go, or Ralph, I'm going to say that Lights Out is the full package. It's the highest thing I can give it. It is a Ralph. Go see Lights Out. You're going to have fun. You're going to have a good time with it. And let me know what you think when you do. That'll do it for my review of Lights Out. Thanks for joining me. Once you see the film, jump in the comments section. Let me know what you thought of Lights Out. Thanks for joining me. I'm John Campea. Bye-bye.